Hello everyone, welcome back. So in previous video we have learned about browser. So what browser has, like UI backend, browser engine, rendering engine, JavaScript interpreter, network, and data persistence. So in browser we see UI. To control the UI we have UI backend, and to convert HTML and CSS we have browser engine, and the output you see on browser, that is done by rendering engine, and JavaScript, that is interpreted by the JavaScript interpreter. And for the network responsibility is to bring the data from the other website using HTTP request. This is the key point. Network layer is used to send and receive request, which is HTTP. Okay. And data persistence means it refers to the storage of browser. So in JavaScript, there's a huge section about this session storage, cookie storage. Yeah, it's a very big topic. We use that a lot in, like, when you see login, logout feature, that's required to have data storage on browser. So we will learn all that also. So, but today we will learn what exactly happened behind the scene when you markup a HTML, like when you try to render a HTML in a browser. So for example, we have made this simple index HTML, and we typed h1 is a heading tag when we write hello. And when we, let me close that first. So when we go live, so we see hello right here. So before this, you see this hello on your screen. There's so much things happened in the background. So that's what we're going to learn, right? So for that, I have made a diagram for you. So as you can see here, as a developer, you write a code h1 hello, and this is in character right now. So we just simply write a character h1 hello. We call it, we mark up the presentation. This is how we want it. We want hello as a heading. That's the heading tag. So after that, when it reaches to the browser engine convert this into bytes, because computer only understand what 0 and 1, that's the bytes. After that, bytes converted into character again, same it board here to make it understandable for the browser engine. Then after that, all the character transfer into tokens. Tokens is a technical terms, and we call it tokens as tag. Usually we use tag, but actually there's no such term like tag. There's only technical term is tokens. Even if the error message shows up on browser, it will say this tokens doesn't come, or something like related to tokens only. So tokens like h1, we have image token, we have like bold b token also. So we call it as tag, but there is no such term as tag. So just remember that all the h1, all the tag you just to easy to understand, all the tag you see, that's tokens. After that, tokens that converted into nodes. What node is like a element. So that's also a technical term, nodes. So we refer is as an element. So what h1 is, heading. So heading is the element. It's a img is a tag, but the element we call it as an image element. So that represent image. h1 represent heading. Same as we have bold, we write as like let me write it here. It's a b tag also. So we call it a bold. So bold is a elements. So we combine like complete structure. This one we call it as element. After that, that elements move further, and it form the DOM. When we learn HTML, we creating a like DOM. That what DOM exactly is like a structure in which you see parent, child. I will show you how exactly that is. But after nodes and element, it converted into DOM. The browser formed the DOM, and everything after making the structure of all the elements, they design from bottom, like from top to bottom as a parents, then it comes child. So for example, you see right here, right, in our browser, that's hello. If I right click and inspect, you will see right here, this is called developer tools. There you will get so many options here: element, console, sources, network. This is performance tab. So pay attention here. So we have HTML. So what it does is it create all the structure. I did not write anything like HTML, body, heading. I did not write anything. I only wrote what, h1 tag, right? But by itself it designed all the structure for me: HTML, head, body. Browser knows where you put the content, where to put the content. So that's the job of the browser engine. It creates the DOM for you. So after that thing, browser engine create the DOM structure. So it handed out to the render. What render engine do is its responsibility to create the output, right? So what it will do is it will render everything, all the structures will render and create the layout, how your content will be presented. Okay, that's the job of the render. After creating the layout, it goes to painting. The result of the painting you see on your browser hello. So when you see painting, that's the last step the browser do. Painting means it's draw the structure on the browsers. That's the result of that painting here. So in real world, so you see a developer write the code, it converted into bytes, again it's converted into characters, then it goes to tokens, then tokens become elements. That element, it becomes structure like a DOM, complete structure of the code that you have written. That DOM transfer to render to have the output. Then render create the complete layout, how it's going to represent, and then layout, after layout it's transfer into the painting to draw. So after the result of this painting, you see the output on your browser. So this is all action you see in browser before you see any output on your browser screen. So for example, there's a performance tab right here, right? So in performance tab you click, you say you can record. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click right here, record and reload. Let's see what happened. Just let it run for like few seconds. Now you see scripting, system loading, rendering, painting. So this is the final step. You see painting. This is what it happened. It gives you the output hello. So this is what happening behind the scene. And you see every action is performed in a millisecond. So it's very fast. You cannot see it. So but when you go in performance, and then you can just reload that thing, and you will see it will wait for the event to happen and show you the result. You see painting, loading, rendering, system, scripting. So this is all the technical terms, but I try to make you understand in the easy way. So developer writes the code, convert it into bytes, bytes into character, character into tokens, tokens into nodes, elements. After element, browser engine design the DOM. When we say we have to learn HTML, that means we learning how to create the DOM. And what JavaScript does is how to manipulate the DOM. That's what you're gonna learn. So after DOM creation, it goes to render, then layout, painting, and the final result. So what it is mean by parent child? So in your code here you see it's in browser. element. So this is the structure. You have HTML. This is start from here and is ending at the very end, right? So this is the structure. This is the parent of all the element inside. So after HTML, you see the head tag. Head is just finished right here. So head is the child of HTML. After that, you see the body, and body right and right here. But h1 tag is the child of body, and then body is the child of HTML. So this is kind of hierarchy model, you can say. It's a structure. That's what browser engine does. It create the structure, and then it send this structure to the for the rendering further. So this is all about the HTML parsing. This is very important. If you don't understand any point, please rewatch my video again, because this is really important. Most of the questions, interview questions, they ask you this kind of question. Can you tell me what HTML parsing is? What exactly happened behind the scene? So you should know all of that thing. All right. You can take a screenshot of that thing, so you know you can revise that every step that happened. Okay, so in the next video we will learn how to create this DOM. And to create DOM, what we have to do, we have to learn how to make the elements. So what is the job to learn like HTML to create the DOM? So that's what all about learning HTML to create the DOM. Remember that. Okay, so I see you in the next video. And guys, please subscribe to my channel. I need to complete my subscriber count to get monetized. So please subscribe. Thank you. I see you in the next one.